Yeah, it's time to cover the last piece of GetSales, and this piece is our CRM system, which helps you to solve generally two things. First one, you started the automation, right, and you would have to continue communication with your leads once you got any reply. And generally you have two options for that. You can just transfer leads to your CRM system and then continue from there, but it will take some time because you would have to check your tasks, then you would have to switch to GetSales or to LinkedIn, do your task manually, then get back to your CRM system, then complete this task, etc. That's why one of the best practices is just to use GetSales until you get the positive reply, until you get a demo booked, right, on GetSales level. So you don't need to put the information about this lead to a CRM. You can manage it right on GetSales level. And one of the basic things that is needed for these kind of interactions is tasks. So you, let's imagine, got a reply from lead, from Sarah, and you want to follow up with Sarah in a couple of days, in a couple of weeks. You just simply creating a follow-up task. All these tasks are manual tasks. Let's say, okay, Sarah, let's talk in, I don't know, in a week, right? Hey there, how you feeling? How you doing? So, I don't know what is your case, right? But you're just getting back to your prospect. In some time, you have to decide who would be the assignee of this task, who would be the user in our system that would get this task notification, and you have to decide what is the sender profile, because the system itself, it suggests that a couple of users, a couple of BDRs, they're managing a bunch of sender profiles, bunch of email inboxes and LinkedIn profiles. And you see, okay, from Peter, because previously you had communication with Peter, that's why from Peter you'll send a message, right? So let's imagine not next week, this week. Right? So we're creating this task. It is created. If you get inside of this lead, we'll find the information about this task. So here is the lead, and we can see that there is no much activity yet, right? So you just we just scrape this lead from Sales Navigator and assign the tag. So you can take a look at the lead. No enrichment done yet, so we just grab the basic information. Enrichment is still in progress, and now we can take a look at the tasks. So this lead is not sent to any automation, as you see, no active automations, and the only task we have, this task today, to send a message, right? At any point of time you can convert it to an auto task, mark it as completed, meaning you're kind of doing nothing, GetSales doing nothing. You just complete this task. In case, for instance, you want to send her a message right away, I cannot send her a message because we are not connected yet. But if we were, I would be able to choose LinkedIn, send a message, and then mark as completed. No need to, to convert it to auto anymore, or just cancel this task. So you would have all the manual tasks or automated tasks, and you would have the full control. But apparently that's not convenient, right, to get inside of the lead to find out that you have a task. So that's why you have a separate place for tasks. And you would have to navigate to menu, to tasks. And you'll see a list of leads, a list of tasks you have assigned to you. Let's say that would be LinkedIn send message, automation, no automation. Here we go. Like this lead, Sarah, you have this task, you follow up, and yeah, you complete the task. But if we start using this automation tasks, right, that can be part of the automation when you send manual tasks inside the automation, because you can choose either auto messages or manual messages. So in case you're using manual messages, you would get a task right here, and you can just complete this task, convert this task to auto, mark is completed, or you can just cancel the automation and take over manually, which can work in a lot of scenarios. So that was the first basic feature of the CRM. You can just follow up with your leads. You assign certain pipeline stages, right? You assign certain tags. You know which one is most relevant. For instance, in the messenger, you get a reply from lead. You see that it's a good reply, lead is interested, and you assign pipeline stage. So we had some predefined, reply negative, positive, and we have opportunity for leads that are interested. And you can mark your leads as an opportunity. So let's imagine you just want to take a look at all these leads, and you see all of them, all these opportunities. You can just explore them one by one, see how you can, push things further, right? Your manager can help you to handle it, to close these deals, close these leads, close these opportunities. And that's how you can, have this overview of all the opportunities, all leads who replied to you, and when they replied as well. So for instance, you would say, okay, we just ran an automation at the beginning of this month, and you want to see how many leads are opportunities so far. Yeah. So how's it going? Because the LinkedIn outreach, it's not that simple as email outreach, and you need to take more time. You need to invest more time. And let's imagine you say, okay, we had an automation that was launched. Let's imagine this is the automation. Automation instantly followers. So you want to see all leads that ever entered this automation. You just apply in this filter, and you can see all of them. In addition to that, you want to make sure that you want to know how many leads in this opportunity stage, how many of them replied to you so far. Yeah, you can get some data right from the dashboard, but you want to get some granular data right from the CRM. So to do that, you just have to apply additional filter, right? So you see these leads that were sent to this automation. Now you want to check what is the existing pipeline stage. Pipeline stage, let's say it would be, right, here we go. Yeah, engaging, meaning they accepted our connection. Right, you're choosing this filter. Now both filters are applied. But you have to make sure that you have the right grouping of these filters, because there might be an or option, and as well there might be and option. So to make sure that you have the right filtering, you have to click on advanced filters, and you see, and. So our leads became a part of this instantly followers automation, and pipeline stage at the moment is engaging, meaning they accepted our connection, right? So here are the leads. You see that there are only 45 leads, but maybe you want to see how many leads there were, like generally first. So you can just again delete this filter and check what was the initial number of leads. Yeah, and the same way you can see how many replied leads you had, and how many leads were moved to certain pipeline. Right, all that is possible. Like the same, how many tags, what kind of tags do they have? Right, you can filter that. So yeah, another scenario is actually to just better understand how the automation running, or find certain leads. For instance, you want to say, I want to find leads from certain automation that were cancelled. Maybe occasionally you canceled them from the automation, and you want to find them now. So you can just pick up the automation here, and then you have to pick up the status of the automation, and after that you would get the right list of leads. So in that case, let's do status, for instance, cancelled. Okay, and you see the list of cancelled leads. Another one, for instance, you want to see if the enrichment happened already or not, what is enrichment at all, and there is another filter for that. We actually recommend using activity filter. And there is, like, again, different kind of activity filters, but one of them, just the basic one, to understand if enrichment happened already for the lead or not, right, which is the initial step after you imported leads. And that would be an activity and enriched, lead enriched. You can pick up the dates when lead was enriched, and that's it. So all the granular data, what happened, what kind of activities happened in the automation. For instance, you send lead to a certain automation, you want to see how many connections were sent. Now you want to find leads that accepted connection from a certain sender profile. You can use this activity filter for that. So just choosing the right one. LinkedIn accepted. What was the sender profile? It said that was Eugene. And what was the automation you're interested in? This one. Yeah. And today. That means that we're checking if there was a lead that inside of this automation was assigned to Eugene and accepted connection request today. Right, you click apply, you see it. So all the data about the existing campaign is at your hands. And in addition to these filters that can help you to get more information about the existing automation, you can as well leverage information about previous communications. And to get it, again, you can do absolutely the same thing. So you just don't need to apply this automation. You want to say, okay, activity, I want to find just generally all leads that accepted my connection. And when? Maybe they accepted it last year, this year, maybe 3 months ago. I can just apply it and you see the result. In our case, probably that would be 0. Maybe there would be some leads, I'm not sure. And these actual activities, like connection request accepted or message sent, they're available as well as a part of another filter, a marker. So this marker filter can help you to filter leads based on the number of interactions with this lead. So you can filter leads to whom you sent 3 messages last year, 3 messages via LinkedIn, right? And you can choose additionally what was the connected sender profile, something like that. So let's say you want to find leads to whom you sent the first message or the last message 3 months ago. How many messages overall you sent to them? Right. So generally, once you upload your database, when we run this synchronization, you can instantly realize with whom you already connected. You can filter these leads using location, their position. Actually, we enrich leads with this data as well, and that's very convenient. You can clean them quickly. You can use this data, and soon we would be showing you additional filters, the number of followers, the number of connections, the number of posts, when they recently posted, and based on that you can decide, all right, for these leads I would use some personalization for the connection or for the first message based on their recent posts, their active posters. For someone else that just started their job under like 3 months, you would send something else like good luck with the new role. So all this data points that we are providing, you would be able to use it as a part of filters to find relevant leads, to clean these leads, to use right AI templates that are right now in redesign. So, and later on it's kind of multi-channel outbound machine with kind of clay included, because you have all the relevant data points already. And if you don't have a relevant one, you can at any point of time export leads and then update your leads using CSV. Just updating it, adding some additional variables, changing some information, and then changing and then sending leads again to some automation, to some campaign. Right, so again, let's just sum up. First one, you can use it as a basic BDR CRM. BDR CRM for cold leads, because it's just convenient. and from time perspective, you'll be just quickly replying to all leads. You have all the data. It's super nice. Secondly, you can filter your leads. Once you imported them, you can filter them based on the name, the position, location, have an email address or not, relevant job titles, previous experience, and number of posts, all that, just for you to filter, prepare some extra personalization. The third one, you can generally leverage the previous communication. You can see if you already connected with the lead, if you message them, when, and you can leverage this to run smarter engagement campaigns. The fourth thing is that you can get the granular data related to the automations. So what happened, which leads were liked today, how many leads accepted your invitation with a certain sender profile from a certain automation, and then they reply to you. So any groups of filters can be applied. And by the way, the same filters can be used right inside the automation. At any point of time, you can filter your leads based on this data. And actually, that's a very powerful thing. We have some upcoming features related to CRM. There would be accounts that are hidden at the moment, account deals, when we automatically change pipeline stages of accounts depending on the depth of the communication with the leads from this account with account level analytics, and kind of bringing this account-based framework for you to work with them. And instead of just sending messages in bulk and connection requests in bulk, you would be able to control the progress on account level. That's one of the things we're moving forward. And yeah, I hope that was helpful, and good luck with GetSales, and thanks for giving it a shot. And yeah, GetSales, we believe in you. Ciao.